Alrighty, here's the second video. Got the car all cleaned up. It was actually worse than I thought it was. Shines up pretty good. It's kind of an orangish red. Love that back end. Show you the gorgeous interior here. Just completely gutted. Give you an idea of how dirty this car was. I have not cleaned the interior part yet. And all I did was vacuum all the leaves off, but you could see. Just nasty. It's the aftermarket radiator and cooling fans, got floorboards. There's the twin Garrett 57s. Got some suspension. People like these wheels. These are, I don't know how to say it, Privet profiles, something like that. They're 19s, front and back. And now I can give you a better description of this. So, in order for the motor to be mounted, and again, I've already done this once, so I know it has to be done. It has to be trimmed to about here, the shape of the bell housing, and then back into the interior as well. This has to be chopped off there and there. There's a steering rack inside there, so that steering rack has to be removed. And then that steering rack goes to there on the back of the hub. The hubs are symmetrical, thankfully, so you just take the hubs off and flip it to the other side, and then build your subframe right here, which like I said is already built with I've got a Mustang steering rack, a manual rack, that goes on the front there. So then the steering arms will mount to the front of that hub. So I got to remove a lot of stuff in here because most of this is going to be unused. Here's the headlights. Pretty filthy, but those are the 99 style headlights. Really, really clean. I forgot to mention I'm also doing the 3000 GT side skirts. The Stealth side skirts are very flat. Doesn't go with the curve of the car, I don't think. Especially if I'm going to have the wide body fenders, I want to have the more curvy side skirt, I guess you could say. There's the steering rack. Front bumper's off. Still haven't touched the garage. Car took forever. I got a lot of space back here to move the workbench back. And I got dash parts and transmission parts, and there's the LS3 exhaust manifolds that I'm going to use for the turbo build. I've got an intercooler and blow-off valve, and there's a torque converter. I've got the shifter up there. Like I said, it's going to be a manual valve. It'll essentially be a manual valve body, so no matter what, I will have to shift, and it'll be a ratchet shifter, so it still gives me the sensation of shifting without using a clutch and actually being a manual. But yeah, cleaned up pretty well. The whole V8 thing for this platform is not anything new. People have done it. I can think of 3 of them. Ironically, all 3 of them are big blocks. And 2 of them One of them is, I believe, just an all-out drag car that just kind of looks like a stealth, sort of. The other one is actually a local guy here who took a totaled VR4 and built a tube front chassis, and he's got a supercharged 440. It's now a 5 something big block. He was on the stock rear end with almost 900 to the wheels, and it was holding up. He mentioned that he didn't do any hard launches or anything, but apparently the stock rear end's pretty stout though, if it'll hold that. And then the other guy, I believe, is going to be, he did this several years ago, before anybody else, I want to say. And I think he used the stock frame rails like I'm going to use. However, the concept of using the stock frame rails, putting the LS1 in there, that'll be the only one of its kind. This will be the only LS1, I believe the only small block powered Stealth 3000 GT. So yeah, just wanted to give you a little update on that. She shines up pretty well. Can't think of anything else off the top of my head for now. Like I said, I gotta get the garage ready, and it is just hideous right now. So once I get that all ready, I'll be making more videos. I'll probably get to that this week.